What's up, y'all? Lawrence and Victor here. Welcome to Just Geeking Out. And if you can't tell by my t-shirt, we're going to talk about that latest image from James Gunn's Superman. We got Superman, David Cornsweet, sitting on what looks like to be the moon, watching the earth as it spins with a white dog sitting next to him. And if you're a Superman fan, you know that is Krypto. Krypto the super dog has just been announced in this new Superman movie, and I am so freaking happy. I am so happy, man. This is turning out to be everything I wanted it to be. This heartfelt, charming, funny, colorful adaptation that is Superman. And I know we don't know the story yet, but based off of everything that James Gunn has said and shown us, it looks like it's going to have the heart of like those classic comic books, the heart of the Christopher Reeve movie, which I love. We got a brighter suit. We have freaking Krypto. Oh man, this is shaping up to look really, really dope. Like, can you imagine if this was the first image he gave us instead of the other one? Now, I love the other one, but a lot of people didn't. But imagine if this was the first image. You still don't really see his suit, but you got that S on the back. Yo, we would have went crazy. But let's talk about this. So far, we've had two official images that aren't like stolen behind the scenes stuff. Two official images. The one where he's putting on his boots, and the one that we got yesterday with him sitting on the moon, looking at the earth, which is taken from All-Star Superman. Check that out right here. I love it. He's giving us the human being behind the cape. We saw with so many adaptions, not just Zack Snyder, but so many adaptions consider Superman to be the alien. I would say Richard Donner, he's the alien that's disguised as Clark Kent. But then we have other adaptions and interpretations, like Lois and Clark, like Superman and Lois, that's airing right now, which is fire, which shows you that Clark is the man. And he puts on this suit to do good. And that's why I love that first image. Everyone's like, why is he sitting down putting on his boots like it's common? Because that's how he puts on his uniform. He's just a man, blessed with extraordinary gifts, no different than that teacher who teaches, and mentors young students, and they go at home, they put on that blazer or their dress, and then just like the fireman who puts on his jacket and his fireproof pants, just like the policewoman who puts her badge on and puts on her belt and holsters her gun. Like, they're these great people with extraordinary jobs of servitude. But at the end of the day, that uniform comes off and they're just like you and me. And I think that's the point. Clark doesn't see himself as better or lower. He sees himself as one of us. He just has the ability to do good. And that's what I saw in that first image was he looks like he's beaten. His suit's all dirty, but he's got to go to work. So that's why I loved it. I loved it. And then we got this image, which is just a man with his dog. And if this is Krypto, like the comics where he's also from Krypton, as of right now, he's the only one on Earth who is like him. And it's nice to see a Superman who's not alone. Because that's what Snyder gave us. Snyder gave us a Superman who's very much alone, very much an alien in this world. And I'm not mad at that take, but that take is done. It wouldn't benefit anyone for James Gunn to do that take again. And for those of you who are hating everything you're seeing, there's a chance you probably just grew up on the Snyder stuff, which is fine. Came out in like 2013. Most of you who are in your early 20s probably only know about Henry Cavill as Superman. But that was a very specific take. After the Dark Knight series, directed by God-tier director Christopher Nolan, came Man of Steel. And Christopher Nolan was a producer along with his wife on Man of Steel. So some of those qualities and realistic elements and darker themes made its way to Man of Steel. And I liked Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is dope. There's problematic areas, his dad in the tornado, and Clark should have took the fight out of Metropolis, or at least tried. I'll give you that. But overall, I love Man of Steel. But it's a very specific take on Superman. The alien, the loner, no one like him. I dig that take. But I also know there's this other take of this farm boy who had amazing parents, who could not do good. Even if he tried, he can't not do good. The rest of the world is dark, but he is the light. That's kind of the Superman that I love, that Christopher Reeve classic comic Superman. Not too different than Steve Rogers in the specifically in the MCU, right? Like, his Captain America had a heart of gold, and he was a bright spot. He was a light in the universe. Even when the world around him in Winter Soldier was complicated and he had to make very hard decisions, he still was this beacon of light. And it's very same thing with Superman. I don't think you have to make him dark. You can just make the world around him dark. Anyway, I'm getting off that soapbox. So seeing this image and then knowing the story of James Gunn, he has like a rescue dog, and the dog was very troubled, and he was a bad boy, and I think he was abandoned, so he was very resistant. But over time, the dog warmed up to James Gunn and his family, and he's part of the family, and him dealing with his dog is what inspired him to even put Krypto in the script. So he's not just throwing in characters to throw in characters. He was moved by what's been going on in his personal life, and it's made its way into his art, which is how an artist creates. So far, this is looking great. It's James Gunn, guys. Guardians of the Galaxy. He knows how to take a movie, a franchise with so many characters, but focus it on, freaking Peter Quill. Focus it on Rocket Raccoon. He doesn't get lost in the sea of characters. He tells a very tight story in a giant universe. That's his gift. That's what he does. He made us fall in love with a CGI raccoon in The Last Guardians. Well, not the last one, but tell me, if that didn't make you cry, you have a heart of stone. What happened to Rocket Raccoon and all his friends, all these CGI creatures we want a feeling for. This is what James Gunn does. And yeah, so I'm very excited about this, to see that image of just him sitting on the moon with his dog looking at the earth. It's just a beautiful image. It's not that image of Superman floating and hearing all the cries and what can I do? No, he's admiring humanity as he sits on that moon, in awe of us and inspired by us. I'm down for this Superman. I am down for this Superman and this Krypto. I'm curious, is he going to be full CGI? I'm sure most of them will. Is he going to have all the powers? Has to have some, because he's sitting on the moon. Is he going to be heavily involved? Is he going to be chilling at the fortress, at the farm? Who the heck knows? But I am so excited about this. The only sore spot I have is that Superman and Lois has to end for this to continue. They don't want to have two Supermen in the marketplace. So that show had its budget pulled and its season shortened and its ending, which is a shame because it is so good. It is so good. If you're not watching it, please watch it. It is so good. This season so far is chef's kiss. And it's going to be an amazing send-off for this version of Superman as we enter into the next version. So I'm very excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I think James Gunn's cooking. Let him cook. He already has the first assembly done of the film. The first assembly done. And the film was 8 or 9 months away. He has all the time in the world to work on the CGI and get it all right and perfect. And he will. David Corenswet looks amazing as Superman. This suit is growing on me. I know it's kind of weird, but there's something about it that I love. I love the fact that it feels like you're seeing a man in a suit. A man in a suit. Whereas Cavill's version felt like it's like it's an action figure, which is great for that version. But I like the idea that Clark puts on this suit because he's a regular guy, just has some extraordinary gifts. We'll see. But very excited. Hopefully we'll get a teaser trailer soon. And if we do, we are back talking about this. Again, like, subscribe. It's a new channel. I'm trying to grow it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this latest image of a boy and his dog? Anyway, I'll be back. Same super time, same super channel. Peace.